Wow. In today's video, we're gonna be playing my favorite game ever, and that is Skate 3. Skate 3 is was supposed to be a realistic skateboarding game in 2010. I believe it came out May 11th, 2010, and I actually got this game somewhere in 2011, I think, or maybe late 2010. I think it was late 2010. Wow, it's really booming over yonder. And ever since that day, I have almost played Skate 3 every single day of my life, and I'm not even kidding. Especially when I first started.
So sick to skate. You gotta find something to hit.
Shut up. Oh, I wish we could listen to copyright music. Good news and bad news. Can't turn down the talkie, dude. Oh man. This looks weird. This looks weird. But anyways, like I said, I've almost played this game every single day of my life, and I'm not even kidding. Because it is... Well, thank you. Because it is my favorite game of all time. There's something about this game to where I can always get on it and find something fun to do. And this game's last content update was in 2011. So if that's not saying anything, I don't know what will. This game literally hasn't gotten a content update since 2011, and I'm still having fun on it 11 years later. And if you guys have not heard, Skate 4 is finally coming out after a whole decade, and I am very, very excited for that. And yes, whenever Skate 4 does come out, if it is good, I do plan on uploading it. So I thought it only makes sense to upload a little bit of Skate 3. So if you guys do want to see more Skate 3 on the channel, I love playing this game and I play it all the time. So if you guys do want to see it, let's try to get 1,000 likes on this video. It just will let me know that you guys want to see more Skate 3 in the future. So let's address one thing before I get absolutely bullied in the comments down below. Yes, I play the game like this. Another question I'll answer. Yes, I used to skateboard in real life. Was I good? Not at all. If you guys don't like the way I play the game, I'm sorry. This is how I've learned to play the game. I used to be so good at the game normally that it got boring, so I learned this instead, and now this is not necessarily boring, but it's just muscle memory at this point. I don't think I'm cool by any means. I just think it's a really cool play style at the same time, and I think it's a lot of fun. Plus, there's an amazing community behind it. What should I do in Scat 3? Oh, look at all these skate parks. So one thing, if you guys did not know, there would not be Sorable without Skate 3. We're about to go into some super duper deep Sorable lore. So I used to do YouTube when I was like 9, 10, 11, whatever, but it was more like IRL content. It was more like me sitting here talking to you guys, but I was 11 years old, so therefore it wasn't that interesting. But eventually, I forget exactly how. Ooh, I do remember how. I believe my dad got me a Wii in 2011 or 2010, one or two. Ooh, this used to be one of my old trick line parks. We have to try it. But my dad got me a Wii in Christmas of 2010, I believe, or something like that, 2009. I don't remember, dude. And you know, I got like a few games like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Colors, etc. I was also a very big fan of Sonic. Still am, low-key. When Sonic Adventure 3 coming out. And eventually, I found out that there was a skateboarding game for the Wii called Skate It. Skate It was the version of Skate for mobile, DS, and Wii. It might not have been on mobile. I could be wrong about that. Sounds like it'd be right. Oh, that was sick. I actually wanted to play at this park, but I forgot that skate parks on console are 30 frames. So for my eyes and for your eyes, we're going anywhere but there. Regardless, I got Skate It. And the way I played Skate It is I would use the flick it controls with the controllers. It was very bad, but I felt as if I was really good at it. Oh yeah, still got it. Anyways, after months and months of playing that and becoming obsessed with it, I then go to YouTube because, like I said, I loved YouTube at the time. And then eventually I found out from YouTube, from like Machinima and stuff like that, that there was a Skate 1, 2, and 3. So what I did, I went to GameStop and I asked the guy for Skate 3 for Wii. What he said? That doesn't exist. And I said, come on, surely not, right? I said, come on, buddy, just give me Skate 3 for the Wii. Little to my knowledge, Skate 1, 2, and 3 were only available for PS3 and Xbox 360, consoles of which I did not own. So then that started the year-long journey or so whenever I begged my dad to get me an Xbox every single day of my life, watching Skate 3 videos every single day on YouTube, not even have played the game yet. Fast forward a little bit, I go to my mom's for the summer. I actually, the more I'm talking about the story, the years and stuff don't line up. Couldn't tell you, buddy. I can't tell you. Regardless, I went to my mom's one summer and one of my brother's friends had the Skate 3 demo on Xbox 360. That was the first time I ever played Skate 3. Fast forward to that Thanksgiving year, and my dad surprised me with an Xbox 360 and Skate 2 and Skate 3. Ever since that day, it has been history. I actually started eventually uploading Skate 3 to YouTube, and then I eventually grew my Skate 3 YouTube channel to 7,000 subscribers, which is this YouTube channel. Yeah, if you guys did not know, this YouTube channel was literally all started due to Skate 3, which is kind of crazy. And then I think my name whenever I started Skate 3 was whatever my gamertag was, which I think was my YouTube name, which was like CJ Or Sorable, and then it evolved into CJ Or CJ0XD24 and CJ0XD024 because I kept on forgetting my password. Eventually making another Xbox account. I don't remember the name of it. Long story short, the URL for this YouTube channel is Complying Zephyr because that eventually is what I landed on a gamertag for Skate 3, which is kind of messed up because I stole that gamertag from another Skate 3 player. His name was Reverting Rins. This is Reverting, by the way, and his name was Rins. And then I tried to take the same concept. This is called a no comply, so complying, and then my name at the time, which was Zephyr. I'm a fraud. And then later in life, maybe about a year later, me and my really long time friend James were trying to think of OG Xbox gamertags, and somehow I landed on the name Sorable. It was the prefix Sora with the suffix able, and I know it's not Sorable, but it went together and it formed Sorable, which, you know, is my brand, it's my name, it's who I am. So long story short, without Skate 3, Sorable probably would not exist, especially in the gaming scene, because Skate 3 was the first game I ever uploaded. So it's kind of crazy that we're playing this right now in 2022, and it's kind of crazy that this channel I started for Skate 3 is now at 100,000 subscribers. Life is crazy. But let me know in the comments down below if you guys have ever played Skate 3. I'm sure a majority of you have, but please let me know in the comments down below if you guys played it seriously, casually, etc. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this is my favorite video game of all time, so I've played it a lot. Like, I would not doubt if I had like 2, 3, 4 years of playtime on Skate 3. I'm not even kidding. Because, you know, like I said, over the past decade, I have played this game probably almost every single day for at least a little bit, right? So in that same concept, same logic, let's just say I played Skate 3 for 12 hours a day and for a majority of the beginning of the years I did. I used to come home from school, play Skate 3 till 3 in the morning, then go to bed and wake up and do it again every single day. Like I'm saying, in that same logic, if you just take the 11 years it's been out and just, I don't know, let's just say I played for 12 hours, that'd be half the time, and that would be like 5.5 years, 6 years. However, I don't think it's that extreme. I most definitely have not played Skate 3 every single day of my life. I've played it more days than not, but I've most definitely missed out days here and there with no internet or on vacation. So that's why I confidently say I have probably 2-3 years of playtime. And before you guys ask, unfortunately, there is no way, shape, or form to check because the game only counts up to a certain amount of time. And I believe that is 145 hours, 38 minutes, 26 seconds, which I don't know how many days that is. I think that's only maybe like a week or two. But if there's any correlation, I've seen that number be hit on new accounts probably 20-30 times. Because if your Skate 3 deletes your data, it deletes your time played. And on Xbox,
dude, let's look around a bit.
I don't like you. And on Xbox 360, for some reason, sometimes games would just delete your data all the time. On something like Call of Duty, it was a cloud save to remember your prestige, etc. But this was all based on your console storage. So if you didn't have your save file, you're making a new account. If you're playing on someone else's Xbox, you're playing on a new account, etc. So yeah, I have played this game more than any game in my entire life, I would almost say with confidence. So yeah, guys, there's a lot of stuff to do inside of Skate 3, and I think that's why it's such a fun game. Obviously, it's not super duper realistic as I'm doing front flips and etc. every time I do a trick. Skate 3 is very glitchy, and I believe that's why it's so much fun. And especially in the newer days of technology, there's even stuff like modding. If you guys would like to see a modded Skate 3 video, please let me know in the comments down below. But there's stuff in the game called trick lining, and that's pretty much what I'm doing. Pretty much just trying to hit the coolest clip with like flips and reverts and stuff like that. It's really intricate. If you guys want to look more into it, I suggest looking at Vibe Skate Team. Vibe Skating, I believe it's called. I'll have it on iCard right now if you guys want to go check it out. Those guys are some of the best of the best. There's another team called Reborn as well, but I know Vibe is absolutely amazing. And trick lining was originated back in 2010. This was actually the first skate game it was even in, so that is interesting. And then there's even another subsection of a similar thing called competitive, and it's pretty much where you just do tricks to try to get the most amount of points possible at a certain spot battle or session marker. I said session marker, I meant session map because, oh, session spot, that's what it's called. And you know, the typical people who play Skate 3 only can do so many tricks. They're playing like this or something like that, falling off, or you know, they'll do a kick flip like that and they'll land it. I can't play bad. You know what I mean? They'll do like 360 pop shove it to normal pop shove it, kick flip, etc. And that only nets you a few hundred points. But if you do it like this and you're doing manuals and you're consistently holding your points, and maybe you do a front flip in the middle of your trick, it'll give you a lot of points. I can't do a front flip. Please, mom, let me do a front flip. There it is. And honestly, that is super duper duper interesting. Oh, I got the Grail Pop. Coincidentally, my boy Cowplex actually just made a history of competitive in Skate 3. Not to be plugging all my Skate 3 friends, but just to give you guys a little bit more insight into this community. You guys could go check that out as well in the iCard right now if you want to. Oh yeah, by the way, if it's not clear, I am deeply invested into the Skate 3 community. And honestly, I'd say it's pretty similar to the Crunker community. Minus the racism, well, never mind. It's pretty similar to the Crunker community. And so I'm friends with most of the bigger YouTubers, because they are a lot of my OG friends who used to upload when I did, they just never stopped. I hope I don't don't forget anyone super exclusive. I'm just naming people who are active at the moment. I'm friends with people like Cowplex, Skaters, Cypress, etc. Even more. So if you guys know any of those names, yes, CJ Or Sorable is friends with them. And going back to what we were talking about, this is kind of what like competitive would be. So typically you'd only be able to get so many points on this map, but you can wall ride that, and then every time you revert, it keeps your trick up. And so maybe you'd only be able to get a few thousand points, maybe a few hundred points. I didn't land in there. Actually, I did, but I think I landed 13, which is very hard to get. And you're only supposed to do a trick right here. So let's just do a kickflip 360, get me 400 points, you know what I mean? But instead, I got 13,000. So that's really, really interesting. You can also customize all of your skaters. It's super duper cool. There's a ton of customization. There's even like custom glitches for boards and stuff from the designer and stuff like that. This game's so intricate for absolutely no reason. There's online play and the servers are still on. We got Spot Battle, Hollow Meat, which is when you're trying to hurt yourself the most. And then the rest of these aren't super duper interesting. Death races are interesting. I bet a lot of people in Crunker would be able to get into that. It's more or less like a slide hop map, but Skate 3. And then there's obviously Skate, where you have to repeat the tricks. There's 1-Up, which is similar to Spot Battle. There's even Skate Teams, which is super duper cool. You know, Clan Wars in Crunker, just clans in general. We had that in Skate 3 back in 2010. It was sick. There's leaderboards. You even have Skate.Park, to where you can go play any park, Mega Park, Loda Park, etc. And they even have stuff like cheat codes that are really, really cool. I'm not going to enter any of them in, but there's like the zombie mode, there's the mini skater mode that we could also all make videos on. And I've already made the videos on them back in 2013, 14, 15. Moral of the story, if you guys can't tell by the way I'm talking about this game, I absolutely love it. It is by far my favorite game of all time, being closely followed by Destiny, of which I had like 2,500 hours in. When I love a game, I will grind the absolute hell out of it. And I love this game. It's all I thought about for the majority of my adolescence. Some would call it sad. I call it ballin'. But there's even more to do in Skate 3. There's so many subsections of Skate 3. Like I said, there's always something to do. You don't like this? Do that. You don't want to do that? Do this instead. Literally, there is anything to do in Skate 3. And Skate 3 isn't a free roaming game per se. As you guys can see on the challenge map, there is 1, 2, 3 different divisions. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, up until 2020, I didn't know they were disconnected. Even though I've never skated into one into the other, I for some reason never thought about it because I'm stupid. But we have the Downtown District, which is that one, Industrial District, which is that one, and then University District, which is that one. And they are all massively huge. So you pretty much have 3 insanely huge parks to play on. But going back to what I was saying about how many things there is to do in Skate 3, there's actually another thing you do in Skate 3 called hippie flipping. And that community was pretty big for a while, but has since pretty much died since this game is a whole decade old. It used to be really cool to find hippie flips that no one had ever done before. But now that is close to impossible, but it's still being done. But this is a hippie flip. Bam! I love it. I love hippie flipping. So a hippie flip is when you go over the rail and your board does a flip under the rail. If you guys know what a hippie jump is on a skateboard, it's when the board goes under the rail and you jump over it. But typically it's just riding under the rail. So a hippie flip is when you do the same thing, but the board's flipping under the rail. And this is actually a real thing in real life. It's actually super duper sick, but it's super cool inside of Skate 3. So I'll show you guys. This is a late heel flip, hippie flip. Bam. And trust me, it looks significantly harder than I made it look. And I want you guys to continue to remember this. Like I said, I've been playing this game for over a decade most days of my life. So yes, I'm gonna be a little bit of a nerd at this game. And it's really sad because I'm not even relatively amazing at this game. There is people who are vastly better than me at this game. Vastly, vastly, vastly. I want to show you guys one more hippie flip, just because it looks so cool. I hit it first try. Let's go. I love it. Like, look at this. Tell me this doesn't look insane. So you're gonna grind, you do the laser flip, and it perfectly fits your feet. I love that. There's just so much inside of Skate that I can't even start to talk about all of it. Like I said, I love this game with a passion. And if you guys would like to see more of this on my channel, I would absolutely adore to upload it. I don't know if that was perfect English, but more of the story, I'd love to upload it. This game is one of my favorite games of all time. As I mentioned, I play this game all the time. This game never fails me. It's always there. It's always fun. It's always here. Compared to other games that sometimes don't get updated enough or etc. And that's the thing, this game doesn't need updates. They made such a good game that they haven't updated it in a decade and it's still fun. I'm still finding new things to do in this game a decade later. And it really actually upsets me slightly. I genuinely think this is one of the best games ever made just because of how fun it is a whole decade later. Most games can't say that. Almost any game can't say that. I feel like this is one of the best games of all time. It just has gone unnoticed. And like I said, this game is really, really glitchy. So there's like almost infinite content we can do in this game. I'm gonna hit this wall and die. But I'm gonna have to end this video video off here. Otherwise, I'll be talking for the rest of the video. Just know I love this game, and if you guys want to see more, I would love to upload it. So please be very vocal about it if you want to see more. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I know it's not Crunker, but change is good sometimes, guys. And by the way, for all my Crunker viewers who even made it this far, which I'm sure is none, this doesn't mean I'm not uploading Crunker anymore. It just means I'm uploading a different game a little bit. But I love Skate 3. Favorite game of all time. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you guys so much for watching this video once again. And as always, it's been your boy, CJ or Sorable. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.